Hello, welcome to American Truck Simulator and Downunder. We are in Dubaluba, Subi Hubi. Let's see, we are in Dubibla. That's where we are. It's far south, not as far as you can get, but pretty close. Also close is a relative thing. Hello there, Arthur. Yes, at some point I might, because I was thinking of only Mac R I got is the one from the Steam workshop, and I can't do much with that. So that would be my next project. But right now I'm gonna calm down a bit. I've been struggling a lot with all of these different kind of mods and had to, clean the house basically and keep what is useful, what I can use. So I ended up with, of course, this one, the 700. I do have the Trident, the Mack Superliner still, and of course the Kenworth 610 SAR, which the sounds are really, and I can't solve that, but I think it's such a cool truck, beautiful model, so I kept it. Also, it's right-hand drive, so I kept that one as well. This is, on the other hand, left-hand, but we're gonna go with that. We have a few of them, really cool trucks, and I just couldn't solve the issue. Couldn't find anything, any help, any replacement. Same with the engines on the SAR. I can't. It's like just I cannot access that file. Looking for another one that is opened so you can actually try to switch engines, which I don't think is gonna go. I know too little about this matter, and it's just gonna be a lot to deal with in the end. K200 got the best version I could find eventually. Also an open one, but still it freaks out every time I'm trying to add a new engine or relate a new engine to it. It just doesn't work, so the whole game crashes. And that one is for version 1.5. So I might try with other engines in the future. But I couldn't fool it. I couldn't replace and rename files just to make it think it's a signature, because it's full of signature engines. Guy had something for Cummins for sure, or the guys who were making the truck, and so no Detroit diesels and only one cat. So I don't know. And I tried to implement an M11 Cummins, but I couldn't. It didn't matter how I did. I could not pull it off. So that was a lot of wasted time. And yeah, so I cleaned up, and here we are with this old beauty. I had to rebuild this one a bit with the drive axles. It had just one drive axle, and that was no go. Not even on this plain surface, you would just slide around and was not able to pull it. So I had to make it a 6x4 instead of a 6x2. And now she's pulling, and good engines coming with this one. So Detroit diesel 60 over 700. It said something about an off-road engine, and also the gearbox in this one is like, it's super close to the gears and the first range, so you can really get rolling. And I tried it out, and it worked. It was a little bit of struggle, but it worked to get cross places like that. But yeah, we're gonna have a little bit of struggle, and that's what this stream is gonna be about, so we can cross rivers, and not just that easily. Right, when I talk about that, I also remember I basically degraded my Mack Superliner, the Trident. I removed one driving axle, so I didn't remove the axle, but I removed the drive from it. So it's no longer a tri-drive, that one, but it is an 8x4, and now that one too has to struggle a bit. So I might have been wrong about dynamics. It turns out I just had the best truck ever for the job. So now it's more realistic. It's a little bit more, struggle, and you can get stuck if you mess up, and it's not too easy to get going. K200 remains to see, because that one is a tri-drive by default, and I highly doubt that I can change anything in that file, but I might, because it is open, so maybe it will approve at least that. Approve me. Alright, with this we have good memories like Zipliner. Yeah? Yeah, I'm glad that you like this one. I like it too, and I haven't been, this is new to me, so I just seen it on pictures, and I was thinking of getting it, and now I do. So, and hopefully my friend Baby Duck's gonna be really happy with this, because he's been talking about a Mack cab over for for this Australia map for a long time. Only thing is it's left-hand drive, but we will have to, or I will have to live with it, The instrument lighting is pretty weak in this one. I don't know if that's the deal for real, but we will have to live with that too. It's not gonna be my main go-to truck, but I am gonna, try it out once in a while. Let's get going. By the way, I'm just gonna show you the map so you know where we are. We are down here, so we're gonna have one river crossing, looks like it's here, and another one coming up. We're not gonna take this route though. We're gonna go all the way up here, just so we can cross the river one more time. We're here, and then we're gonna go up to Mayfield Station. We were there yesterday, but we came from going this road. Yeah, so that's what we're gonna do. I don't think there are any river crossings here. I don't think so. So that's why we're gonna go straight on to Cooladi and turn right on the main road. All right, let's get going. So 61, what was it? 51 tons on this, and also don't forget the trailers are pretty heavy. It's a giant cage of metal, so I don't know the gross weight, but it's always seems way more heavy than anything else I'm pulling. Even if I'm pulling heavier loads, this one still feels like maxed out. That's the reason I'm pulling it with this truck. Alright, let's see. Not the best view. We'll find our way out, right? Soon enough. Alright, I'm not gonna take too much chances. I'm gonna check the map. Of course, now you cannot see it. I'm sorry. It's the way it is. What? Okay, we came out of gear, I think, yeah. So it was not able to pull it. Almost, I mean, not almost. It was impossible to pull this without four-wheel drive in the rear. We needed that. Yeah, me too. I would love to find a right-hand drive for this one. It would be a good alternative and go-to truck for the Superliner. Sorry about that. Now we are on the next range, so now it's gonna be more about speed and not so much about strength. As you can see, all of a sudden nothing happens. I'm just maintaining speed basically. But it's really cool to have those gears, because if you would get stuck, it is pretty useful. Now it's going to be even easier to forget that we need to drive on the left side most times. It's morning, 6:38. We don't have any road train signs. There was no dots on any of the bumpers, weirdly enough. Uh-oh. Houston. Oh! Great start. Alright, let's see. Let's get going in an uphill. I don't know what happened to the gearbox, but I can't get it in gear actually. Hang on a sec. Disconnecting, reconnecting. Seems like it just lost it. It was not the truck, it was my hardware. Alright, let's see if... Really? No, it is connected, so what is going on? Right, the low range or the high range works. Here we go, now. No! I missed the next skid, I was too fast. Let's use all the gears. And here comes the next range. Alright, we don't have any good cameras going. It was not easy to choose color on this one. I don't know, for me it was... so it's a solid color, not metallic. I call it a solid color. I don't know what the name is, like just flat. And it just didn't look as good. It's gonna be too much like military green. So I actually went with cream instead, ish, as you can see. But I included that green anyway. And with green interior, tried to make the wheels to look a little bit dirty. I think I pulled it off pretty good. Not dusty, but dirty. Alright. I can relax and keep talking because I keep messing up. The interesting part about this is it's almost as strong as the Superliner. I mean, by horsepower. I don't know the torque though, but I'm thinking it's maybe not equally, but pretty close to. But it seems so much, I don't know, weaker anyway. I think it has like 730 something, or 38 maybe, and yet it doesn't pull like the Superliner does, and that's with now the integrated condition. Like I said, I removed one drive. One axle went without drive and without steering, so it's just a 8x2 now, or 8x4, sorry. Yeah, these classics are really, really cool. I just love an old truck in good condition like this. Even in bad, it's cool. Not so good. I could go with the E9 V8 in this one, but I just thought it would be just too much of the same engine. But only to 680 for some reason, so... Not for some reason, actually the 780 engine is my own configuration, but... But the thing is, I think this one has its own engines, and me trying to use the E9 didn't work in this one either. I mean, the one I have like a standalone engine. I would include it just like I include the other ones, but it might be the reason because it already has the V8 and it's a priority file or something, I don't know. I would love it to be a like a smoother experience with the mouse. It would smoothen out the movements, but maybe I can use a controller, I don't know. coffee, anyone? Some soda? Cheers. I'm just waiting for Vince to drop by and letting me know he has his coffee. Because I have one too. Just saying. I love the interiors in this one. So I checked out the other Superliner, the older one, the Aussie type, and it's just not as nice in the interior as the one I have already. Of course, that one has a little bit of Aussie vibes as well, but not as much as the one from, I think it's RTA. It is something with RTA about negligence. I don't want to keep ranting on them. I mean, they make excellent, beautiful models. Nothing about that. Really cool. But it's just about the sense of detail that is. It's not going all the way. That's what I mean. So the dedication seems to be. I mean, I don't know the reason. There might be limitations. I don't know, in the team, or if it's just one person. I don't know. So I'm being too harsh on them for sure. Yeah. And I would apologize for a few things I've said in earlier streams, because I can, I have my excuses. I have bad sleep, yada yada yada. But in the end, it's not fair. I just need to start leaving space for eventualities. Like maybe it's not the way I think. It might be some other thing I'm not considering. The reason being for whatever. So one more thing I want to straight out is, or straight up. I don't know how you say it. Straight out. Clarify. I'm not sure still if it's the way it is, but like I said, I was going on quite a lot about, oh, this map is not how it used to be. It's more easy, and you can't get stuck, and yada yada. And it feels I realized that that's not really the case. So just that I built that truck for the reason of not getting stuck, and I think I pulled it off. And I forgot. I mean, I knew I did that at some point, but I didn't remember how easy it was, or how efficient it was. That's how I mean. So then I realized that it might not be the map that is changed. I mean, the dynamics. I'm talking about the dynamics. It's more, it was just so long ago, and I forgot really exactly what I did with the truck and how it would impact the efficiency in a good way. But yeah, so it turns out my Trident was the overkill, and just too good, so you would not get stuck. And it makes sense now that I think of it, because I struggled so much with different trucks, and I was like, I'm gonna build a freaking truck that you can move around with without 2,000 horsepower and whatnot. Not like that, more like just above the limit. So as soon as it starts raining, it becomes a little bit more difficult, but not much. So yeah, I guess I pulled it off. And I was using the 680 back then, mind you, so I just put a even better engine in it without realizing. Now I'm probably over the limit of it. It's not realistic anymore, basically. So I kept the engine because I would like to be on that RPMs when I go on these roads without going in, range low, range high all the time, then I can be on range high and just split back and forth and keep my speed. I'm still talking about the KSW, the Kishiwalker Mack Trident slash Superliner. So yeah, so it was a good thing to degrade it and remove the first rear axle, steering and drive. And all of a sudden it was a whole different experience trying to cross a river, and I'm gonna show you later that one too. Soon enough, I want to be back in that truck anyway, so I'm gonna cross a few rivers and some mud and what is going on? Is this a bug or something? Or do I have... No, I don't have any damage on the truck. I don't know what happened. Let's go down to low range again, I guess. That's fine, I think. I mean, yeah, I haven't been driving this one a lot at all, so I just tried it just so I know what the reference is, the limitation and so on, if it's usable. And I find it usable, but with just so you can use it, it's actually a little bit more struggle than just go for it, basically. And it's uneven terrain, so I'm trying to keep that one also like constant speed, but I can't just go half, you know, how fast I want, because in reality you would damage your truck. So I just trying to keep a pretty low speed but constant speed over the river and just keep it going. And coming up another side, if it's an uphill, the resistance, and I miss a gear and I will be probably stuck. 90% certainty I would get stuck, and then I have to basically do what I have to do to get loose and get going. It's all about using the differential, shifting the pressure on the drive, so playing around with the suspension height, forward and backward and so on. That's basically what I can do. And the last resort or last thing I can try with is just back up sideways and get a little less how do you say, like it would ease up, because it's not going to be tension in the whole equipage as you just starting to pull the first trailer, and then comes the next one and so on. So basically trying to make a zigzag. See, this one actually hits the ground. Right, I'm not gonna use the differential right now. So I'm going to try to stay exactly like this now. Turbo whining doesn't seem healthy. It's like constant. So it's not too much uphill on this one. So I think I can manage to keep rolling, maybe. All right. What engine should I change it to and why? What are we talking about? Or did you talk about the Superliner? Because I have other reasons why I use that engine. as I have not many options for the gearbox, and that's the only way I can solve the issue on these these kind of roads. Not this one, the clay and mud. I'm talking about this, what we have in front of us, the gravel limitation. So I'm gonna keep using that engine. Might get a little, you know, worse tires or whatever, you know, a little less grippy. Alright, that was an eventful, a little bit boring, but you know, it's not SnowRunner after all. So, and we will get stuck at some point. I already tried, and that was without the rain. So I'm thinking it starts to rain, it's gonna be a different show. But right now it doesn't look like we're gonna have any rain, so good on me. Arthur, if you're still here, can you please clarify that? What engine you were talking about? Or else I would be wondering. What is going on? That's not what I did. Yeah, I think I should switch sides on the horns, because I keep hearing the train horn less than I want to hear it. From outside it's more the train horn, but from inside you hear the other one better. Quite a stretch we're gonna start off with, actually. Now we can use this one. This is the one upside for driving a left-hand drive. Oh, this would be a good view if it wasn't for that giant shield. Although it's useful. How would it look without? I would look pretty okay, actually. I think. Maybe I'll remove it. So we have one more angle. It makes sense though to have it like this. Deflector. Yeah, so I'm gonna try with a few Mack engines, although I'm a little afraid of it because it's already weak and it still has almost as strong engine as the Superliner, so I don't know how that's gonna be. I might try it, but I think I'm gonna have issues Maybe not. Maybe the gearbox will save us because it's super tight between the gears. Like I said, on the first range, lower range. Something like that. So there was another one with this different differential, like final drive. The 411. This is the 387, I think. I don't know why I constantly keep forgetting if the lower number is the strongest or the higher number is the strongest, or you know what I mean. Just one way to find out. Try the 411. But I think maybe that one might be stronger. So yeah, it could help. We can try it at the next stop somewhere. Let's see where the next... Yeah, it's up here. Here is the next, so... After the river, after the second river. Tried to look for more songs for this playlist, and it's not easy. What the? Really? I don't know what. Maybe I'm the one shifting the wrong gears, but... Then it seems to be compatible with Mack ENDT, the ZMOS engine, but I need to make an open definition for that one, because all those engines, I think the strongest one is just a tad above 400 horsepower, so it's not going to make it. It's not going to cut it. We need at least 600. I'm saying it's like with 600, and if we don't have the exact right gearbox, that's going to be a problem sooner or later. Actually, not everywhere, but also it's going to be a pretty slow journey, as you can see. And this is not a 600, but we are way slower than, actually it's miles per hour here, but yeah, we can't really keep it between what was it, between 45 and 50. I think I usually keep the Superliner kilometers, not. So I think 30. That might be around 50 something, right? About 50 maybe. 30 miles. I don't know. Let's try out our wipers. Ooh, I love the way they do. I love wipers like this. Oh, like bus wipers and these old school wipers going like this. I love that. How nice. It keep different speed. It's coming faster up than going down. It seems at least. Oh, it's more mud. Yeah, we had actually our suspension on the highest all the way because we never went over 30 miles per hour, so it never reset it. Ouch. Ow, 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 ow. Yeah, I put new lights on all the trailers, so they are now illuminated. And well, not these. I actually didn't on these, but I'm going to probably. But I made a new one, like a clean one, you can say, for the K200 mainly. And that one has lighting on the roof all the way, like on the upper part on the sides and on the lower part, and then of course these in the rear, the red blinker slash position lights. I have that as well, so that one is lit like a Christmas tree. As much as I would like to have it on these, it kind of feels more real not to have it. It's not very important priority. It's not even clean. It's not kept clean, so it's supposed to be a everyday use, no time for cleaning thingy. But you have to clean inside, of course. But from all the shite, what a job that must be. It's like being a farmer and a truck driver, like a cowboy, a farmer, and a truck driver, all at once. Oh, I would like to have a scene change now, pretty please. Of course not. All right. Cowboy, I'm a cowboy. Right, so you are here. What engine were you referring to I should change? Now I got you. Want me to change it to Detroit diesel, or you were referring to the Superliner for a weaker engine? By the way, it's pretty cool Jake brake on this one, even though it's the same sound on each step, but it still sounds way better than all the other engines so far, with the K200, the T610 and the T909. They all been like crap. I hate it so much. And not only, I mean, it's fine, whatever you want to put into it, but don't block the opportunity for someone to, you know, try other engines. I don't know why that is. It's not easy. And I'm saying this, Z-Mods, that's made for making it easy. But those trucks are not on the list, not on their website, and not on their list that comes with the open definition application, where you basically relate the engine to certain trucks, so you know they would communicate basically, or connect. So yeah, K200 is there as either KEN200 or K200, and it comes up in the list, so you can see it. It's there, and as you trying to use it, it crashes the game. And that's with every different mod I tried, even the original one, the one I bought. So it just won't let you have another freaking engine, the K200. You're bound to their crappy choice of engine sounds. That makes me mad, upset. And I was saying I'm not gonna rant about them, but I'm gonna bring up these subjects, so it's just, I'm just bringing it up, you know. You do what you want with the information. It's up to you. I'm just saying, it's a freaking struggle. And KSW, they are perfect. It's easy to work with them. It's easy to handle the files. They are, I haven't had any problems like that. Only problem I had with the Superliner is that it never gets updated, and I had to do it myself, like fix the GPS and so on and so forth, so it would relate to it. Just, yeah, they changed some files in American Truck Simulator, and the phraseology or the way they wrote it was different, so I had to basically copy from another truck, and it was fine. And then it came alive, the GPS. So that was okay. Because I feel that the engine power is weak. Haha! You heard me what I said. It's like 732 or something like that. So I'm not sure what's going on. We have a super, you know, really good transmission for this to get going. But it's, yeah, this surface on the other hand, it's not easy, and also we pulling a quad. But yeah, I'm a little bit surprised that it would feel weaker than the Superliner. I think it feels weaker than the 680 even, I must say. Not too much weaker, but weaker. So I don't know. It's probably about this is my guess, it's probably about the torque. And if this is being a 6-cylinder, I think it's a general rule, usually if the engine is well constructed, that V8's gonna perform better with the torque in general. But they are, you know, not necessarily. That's not, I don't, it depends on a lot of things, how the engine is constructed or built, so I'm not saying it's a not a, how do you say, you know what I'm sure you do. Hey there, Arcar. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. It's not your name, it's my writing. It's so super small on the display, so I'm having a hard time to see the names sometimes, depending on how tired I am. And I'm gonna have a blurry vision, somewhat blurry vision, if I'm tired. So I'm not as good as, I'm not as young as I used to be once. I'm just like this old truck, struggling. That's why I like old trucks. They remind me of me, or whatever. They are beautiful, but they are not strong. I'm beautiful. I'm beautiful. Yeah. I hope you know I'm just kidding, of course. Self-love is a good love if it's not. Selfish. That's a different subject for another day, I think. Let's keep trucking through this wonderful, beautiful landscape on this very slow road. Or, I mean, the truck is slow on this road, but whatever. It is super slow. And I actually have the grippy tires in the back. I think it's too light. It might be that, even though it doesn't look like it. But like I said, that was so weird. So with a weaker engine, it would just spin. You would not be able to pull this. And it doesn't really compute. Because for me that means that the truck is too light for starters. Now, then I put in this one, the 730 something engine. And all of a sudden it pulls like it, you see how it's doing. I mean, it's not doing bad. And I would say if it's a weight issue, it's gonna just keep, you know, spinning, but worse, basically. You're not gonna have more grip just because you change engine, but in this case, that's the outcome. So it doesn't compute for me. I don't know why it's doing that. So I might mess around with a curb weight at some point to see what happens. And all of a sudden we might, you know, get up in a little higher speeds too. Who knows? But also I think it's an uphill, but ever so slight. Can barely see it. But if I'm trying to switch gears now, see what happens. We're coming down in RPM just slowly, very slowly, but it's maintaining maintaining. It's maintaining. Yeah, it would be nice if you could, like, do some mileage a little faster. Yeah, it feels a little bit slow. It really does. We can try with the other gearbox. It is possible. I don't know. It would help, but that's gonna be on May something. On May. Humburns Opal Field. I don't know how to pronounce that. Humburn. Oh, Humburn maybe. Humburn. Hume, I think it is. Humburn. It'll be Humburn. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, this model is really nice. Actually, it has some limitations with the sizzle pack, so it doesn't support the whole package. So I have, and yeah, some other things are missing, like the glasses. None of the glasses are present, so I don't have any glasses, or maybe I have them on, whatever. But then. On the other hand, we have other things, so I don't know. No CB in this one either. I would love to put a CB up there, but we don't have that. So there's a really cool bumper for this one that I just didn't go with because I'm thinking Australia, and well, actually I could use it because we're not going that fast. It would take a lot of time for us to get up in speed on the main road too. I tried it, it's doable, but man, it takes a long time to really get going with this one. And of course, it's not supposed to be pulling a quad, please. Maybe a small triple at the most, but I would say more likely a double. You know, two of these bigger ones, bigger trailers, two of those. I think that's fair. It's about the journey, right? And sometimes the journey is slow. You just have to go with the flow. Such a good rhyme. Yeah, so this is, as you can hear, not the ZMOS Detroit diesel, but it's their Detroit diesel. It's probably with a different exhaust and so, but still pretty cool Jake brake. And at some point, I'm gonna show you, but not now because I want my speed. I need my speed to keep going. Maintain. I love this song. We have an option after if the changing the gearbox would not help, but that would result in me having the V8 in this one as well. And I don't want to get tired of the sound. I don't want you to get tired of the sound. So it's kind of important this one has a different engine, maybe a Mack engine. So I'm gonna look for options there too, possibly. Although I like this one. Like the sound, maybe not the turbo, it's constantly whining like this, but the Jake brake is awesome. Even if it's just one sample for every step, but it's still really cool. And I still can't show you because speed is precious right now, but we're gonna end up on the main road eventually, and that's definitely, you're gonna hear the sound. It's not a silent whisper, it's not a fart in space, it is actually something that sounds pretty real and nice. Good bass, good frequency, good quality. I would love more speed though. Come on, Grandpa, you can do it. Beautiful. I love this. All the cloud shadows from all the clouds, and it's beautiful. Yeah, all right. This is mud. Oh boy, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Easy does it. Easy does it. Okie dokie. Timing as usual with the music. I don't know how I'm doing it, but if you've been around for a while, you know it's just a thing that happens when I stream. I'm intentionally gonna go slower. I have no reason to try to push it through the water. It's gonna resist us anyway. Uh-oh. And I think we need to keep in the middle, otherwise it would start to lean like it did a few streams back. Let's see if I can get going. Now I need to provoke this one. And it's still too good. Although we have the one I tried on, that's like a bigger uphill, you can say. After crossing the river, it's more steep. Right, let's put in the it's supposed to be engaged now. It is engaged. Alright, let's see. I think this is where Baby Duck got stuck though. And had so much problem and he never made it actually. And I think this is why I tried to help him out to push him. But man, he's gonna love this truck. He's probably going to be pulling quads with it, and that might be a problem for me if I'm going to driving the Superliner. So I probably have to go with the same truck then, because it's so slow. Yeehaw. Torque, torque, torque. Uh-oh. Oh, I should not switch gears. That's not a good idea. Here we go again. can't. I still can't switch gears. I want to switch gears. Okay, now we are stuck. For real. All right, I guess oh, that was not what I wanted. All right, let's do it the other way then. Sorry about that. I tried to handle the camera while I was driving. Not a good idea. That's a good angle. Now I'm curious what's going on. What is going on here? What am I doing? What's happening? Not much. There we go. Interesting. Standing over there didn't really help. I probably pushed too hard or something. Now I can see. No. Hang on. Let's change it. Shift pressure here. Yeah, no. You're stuck now. So yeah, this is definitely a place where you want to have constant movement in the future. I know I provoked it, and now finally we have something to do. Except for going straight forward. Oh ho ho! Alright, we're moving now. Not gonna do a thing. Just gonna get through this. Well done, my boy. Perfect. We're out. We are out. We are out. We are in. We are out. made it. Love the mirrors in this one. Good visibility, clear picture, really well. I don't know why it's variating like that on some trucks. Just you don't see anything. It's the FOV is like crazy. Or maybe this is receptible. Is that the word? I think receptible for the mod I'm using, Z-Mod's mirror mod. For, you know, it basically zooms in a little bit, so it would be looking like you're 2.5 miles long. Now we are pretty long, so, but well, the one I usually had, I used to have the one from the workshop, but I don't know, it just didn't seem to work with any, so I'm trying a new one now. For me, new at least. Man, I'm missing the V8. Maybe I can have a V8 Mack engine in this one. Something about a freaking engine. No! Oh, I messed up. Yeah, I messed up. Typical. Oh, by the way, still had the differential. And suspension heightness. So now I'll reset everything as it's supposed to be. What's the time? We're gonna get late. No. We got 4 hours 44 minutes, but we're gonna be there 1 hour 43. That's about 2 hours to 1 hour. Man, we need like 50 more minutes. I mean, it doesn't really matter. Either I take a lot of small loads or a big one, but soon enough we're gonna be on the main road, and then we can cruise a little bit on that one. Don't have to rush back to these. Take a few. Maybe swing by Charleville, back into the yard. Try that. It's kind of tight, but this one does better than this Superliner. Of course, it's shorter, so, and it's a cab over, so you can get by better. Even if it's a longer frame than normal, it's still shorter than this Superliner, so it's way more useful. Interesting. From the front you can hear the single horn, and from here it's the train horn. It's like from the inside it's a single horn. Yeah, so we need to check the map. We don't want to go too far. Yeah, so we're gonna pass here, then we're gonna pass this river, and after that one we might be able to try out a different gearbox transmission. So I wouldn't mind it being stronger, because that would actually give me more authority to go to the next gear. So it might be better. It was slightly better to go faster with, I think. So it might be about the gearbox, not the engine. If the engine is what it's supposed to be, at least. But yeah, if it doesn't help, it's getting worse. Obviously I had to go back. And then we also gonna try a different engine, I guess. But this is the strongest one on the list, so yeah. So I guess we need to try the 680 E9, but the V8 engine might be stronger than this one. I don't know. On the other hand, it doesn't really matter that much. On these roads you can't go that fast. You need this like a freaking powerhouse. And yeah, I'm the one constantly trying to pull quads too. You don't have to have that. You can go shorter, and it would just. But I wanted to try this one to see if it can do it, and it seems to be doing it just fine, but a little bit on the slow side. So why I also changed the drive on this one from 6.2 to 6.4. 6x4 is I mean, if you go 6.2, you should at least be able to lift one axle. That's not, you know, to get more pressure on the drives, on the drive axle, and you could not do that anyway with this one, and I don't think it would help much. You need that extra drive, at least if you're going to be pulling this equipment. these roads. No, that's not good. Still haven't got haven't had the pleasure to use the Jake Frake on stream. We don't have any, you know, downhills. Oh, that was not the best one. Nice picture. Oh, that was on me. That was me. Really? That was not me. Well, maybe it was, but I just don't know what I did. What did I do wrong? Oh boy, man. I think I'm thinking of a certain type of engine here. Among my engines, I would say the Z-Mods Detroit Diesel, the one I made in the open definition file, 1000 horsepower, plenty of torque. I think that would be a blast. So yeah. Maybe we can try that. Actually, not now because I haven't. It's not among the mods right now in the mod list. But maybe next time I will try to see. This one might just pick up on that engine, and I'm gonna see if I can find it in the list at Z-Mods and put it in there. Then we have the real Detroit Diesel, but 1000 horsepower. That's crazy. Maybe we can go with the 800 actually, and it would be fine. But I'm thinking maybe to have another truck, I can put that one in. So specifically, I just don't know which one it would be. I'm thinking Kenworth. But I need to find one that takes the engine, so not RTA mods one. I need to find another Aussie Kenworth that is, I don't know. Are those guys the only one making those type of trucks? It seems to me it is. Then we have, what was it, SWR or SW something, my T610 SAR, the other truck I was driving the other day. But that one is also, nope, okay, you can't use it with other engines, nope. It's a big no-no. Quite annoying actually. Yeah, that's the curse of humankind. We all talk different languages. We all have our different realities, and they keep saying we are so alike. We are the same. I'm not sure. Maybe underneath everything, I don't know. Yeah. So I was going for a standard, some standard that is accepted by anyone and would be easy to implement anything you want into your mods. Which, by the way, you pay pretty much money for otherwise if you're not, you know, getting it from somewhere else. But yeah. Yeah, so I don't know any other mod maker that actually makes Australian trucks. Let me know if any of you guys know anything about it. Alright, this is not going well. Yeah, let's stop. Why not? Have a break. Now I'm definitely not gonna be able to use my freaking Jake brake. I don't know, this doesn't feel as victorious as this song. Right now I feel pretty slow and pretty weak. It's going forward, at least. It's not going backwards. That's a good thing. Why did I put long vehicle or is it road train? What? No. Something is off. I don't think it's supposed to say road train on the mid. That seems like a bug. I'm pretty sure I didn't put any signs there. And if I would put anything, I would put long vehicle, not road train, which is back here. But rather nothing, except for the side signs, turn signs, warning signs for turning vehicle. I need to remove those. Those are not going to be there, but I don't think I can do that while I'm having a cargo going on. If this is not an exception, of course. I mean, it's worth trying, but it's probably going to say you can't change the trailer while it's loaded, so. I thought I was hauling bulls. Oh, these are bulls. Okay, good. Bulls, bulls, bulls. It's going to be a lot of bullshit. Tjenare Fredrik, läget? How are you doing? Yeah. Yeah, we're definitely gonna try a different gearbox. We just had another one choose from. I'd say if we go with anything else than those two, we're gonna have a real problem starting, get rolling, basically. It's gonna be the same as it's hard to maintain speed, but it's gonna be start already in the beginning of the. Yeah, I'm fine, Fredrik, thanks for asking. Well, fine. No work today, and that was a good thing because I had really shitty sleep, almost none. So, yeah, I mean, can't you tell I'm messing up even the freaking simulator? Of course, I don't have to switch gears. In reality, it's an automatic, but still. It's a different thing. It's a good thing I didn't get job today, actually. I would have probably made it, not that, but it would be, ugh, you know. really draining it would be with a bad starting point or starting condition. So yeah, sometimes it's good. Slow starts. Yeah, so this is a really nice modeling. It's very high quality on the dash. Although we don't have many choices, or I might have missed something, but I wasn't looking for chrome gauges. I want to have chrome around the gauges, but seems I missed it, or it might be, maybe there is none. But you could choose between black or wooden panels, dash panel. You could switch between tan or black, hold the whole dash. You could go with black interior, gray interior, tan or brown, or I think red and green. I don't think blue though, but maybe. So a lot of different interiors to choose from. Yeah, it's basically the same as the Superliner, so you have basically the same choices. Maybe you have a little bit more going on in the Superliner, as it's not as simple as this, but still, it's from Kishido Walker, so really cool. And we got a coffee maker. Yeah, I'm glad you like the map, driving it, and we should drive someday, but we need to have some peace and quiet to get going with all the mods and everything, so, and that's maybe later, but we can discuss it some other time, technicalities and such, not during stream. I'd rather not. And yeah, Baby Duck's gonna be updated as well. And I might have to throw in something else. Just I currently forgot what it was I was talking about earlier. Yeah, the Detroit Diesel. To actually see if the Z-Mods Detroit Diesel goes with this one. But it's an easy fix. If it's... Oh man, why I keep doing this? See? Darn it, Darlene. It's like the third time, and it's the same gearbox. I mean, not the same gearbox, but it has the same configuration, so between the gears. So I don't know what my problem is, but I always have to start over, always and always. And if anyone needs a flashlight, I got one right here. Or if you want to borrow a fan, I have a lot of fans. At least two. No. Nothing new on the map. You don't have to bother by that. It's just the mods. And we talk about it later. But if you get the stuff, it's not the map. You already have the map. I think I actually don't know. Hang on. 100. But I can't go that fast with this. It's like super slow. And it doesn't make sense. We talked about it earlier. It has like 730 something horsepower, so it should be just fine. It should be super strong, but I think it has to do with the curb weight. But it's not something with the simulation doesn't add up, because I started off with 6x2 and couldn't get moving. I could not get moving. It would just spin. And I had the same engine and the same gearbox. All of a sudden I put in one more drive, so 6x4, and it moves just like it was nothing. And so it might not be about the weight, but at the same time it should be moving faster. So I'm thinking it must be the gearbox, the final drive versus maybe the gear we are on. So maybe I would be better off with a normal gearbox. This is like special, so it has really short between the gears on the low range, and probably longer on the high range. and that's where we are now, and that's why we can't come nowhere. We can't keep shifting. So it's worth trying a few gearboxes. We're gonna try with the same gearbox but with a different final drive, see what it does, and we're just gonna try it on the yard basically, or maybe get going and see. I don't know how I could try it. Maybe we'll cheat a little bit and just magically appear on the road and see what it does. But otherwise, I'm thinking if that doesn't work, maybe just put a normal gearbox in it and see if it's actually better. The downside will be if we get stuck, of course, it's going to be way harder to get moving. Possibly. I'm not saying it's going to be. It might be just exactly the right, you know, the right gear, the right ratio at the moment, so we might be able to use it. But if we're not, then I would say it's something with the engine it says it's supposed to be this and this strong, but it's not. Maybe it's like a 580, you know, or a 620 or something like that, and I'm missing like 100 horses. Maybe, I don't know. That is possible because I haven't opened up the engine. I haven't seen what they actually say. I just seen the titles, so might be human error. Anyway, yeah, it was a cool box, the switch box you sent picture of. I would definitely do a wooden faceplate on that, maybe with some writing, but that's overkill. Just things I like to do. But it's already a faceplate on it, or a black surface. I would probably replace it with real wood. Just drill new holes and for the switches, and maybe buy a set with letters, you know. I think you heat them up or something, and metal letter thingies, then you just let them sink into the wood, and yeah, then you can write whatever you want. If you know what type of config, I'm not gonna let go. Whoa, I think we made it actually. I'm not letting my foot off the gas, I'm just saying, I'm not. Finally we're moving, but I can't shift gears. Now it comes down again, see? But we're gonna cross the river soon, so, and after that we finally made it to the spot where we gonna make some difference here. I don't know what. I'm gonna take you along on that journey too. Might be somewhat different, but we can't go on like this. It needs to be a little bit faster, stronger, whatever. I mean, we can, but it's no fun. We need a little bit more power or something. Gear ratio. Oh yeah, good price, good price. It's really nice. Yeah, I might be looking for one as well. Actually, I like it, and it would be nice to have, you know, like real truck switches, but I'm not gonna pay $500 for it, because like I said, if it's gonna be the way I want it, that's what I'm gonna have to pay at that place where you get those. But it's in the United States too, so it's ridiculous. I need to find someone else making those, or make one myself, maybe, I don't know, out of something. I mean, I could use one of my joysticks basically and just use the wiring, you know, and put other switches on it. I think it would work. Just need to mark, you know, every chord, every wire with the right where it goes, which button it goes to, basically. That would be really cool to make one of my own. And yeah, but then it starts to get a little bit too close to actually wanting to build your own dashboard with everything on it, so I need to stop at some point, you know. Also, it doesn't compute in my head. It's probably a cool experience, but if I having the dash on my screen, how can I have it in front of me like dual dash? So I would rather just probably, oh, that's an animal. The dromedary, yeah. Here comes another one. No, no, no. It's gonna run straight through us. It was like smack. That hurt. That hurt a lot. How come I didn't see it? So you would think you would hit an animal, but you wouldn't think the animal would hit you. Right? Also, if you're still here, Fredrik, I don't know. I hope you wouldn't be offended if I asked you to write in English if possible, as my main viewers speaking English, so I would appreciate it. It's not a must, it's just a request. And if it's too personal, man, we can take it after stream, so. Yeah, Jake break time. First time you get to hear it. I mean, it's way better than all of the other ones. It's not too loud though, but it sounds good. I like it. So I'm just saying, freaking RTA mods need to update their database with the sounds, with the engines and such. Same with SWR, whatever it was. I don't know, that might be an RTA from scratch too, I don't know, possibly. It kind of feels like it because it has the same limitations and same everything. So I considered to buy their mods, but no longer. I don't feel it. I don't feel it, man. Not after the K200. It's such a potential. It's such a beautiful model. It's glorious. It's freaking beautiful. And yet it has like weird limitations that just taking, you know, the best out of it. Basically, it's just like the engines, for instance. All right, here we go. This is the one with the uphill on the other side. A little more than the other ones. I think this is the one. So yeah, let's stop for a minute here. And I want to do it the way, I don't know how you would prefer me to pass these points, if you want to be exterior mode, or if you want to be in the driver's cab, let me know, because I'm just doing my thing, and what I'm expecting you, I don't know if what you would love to see, but I don't mind sitting in the cab either. It's fine. We are going to May or something. I'm gonna check. Hang on. Mayfield Station. Here it comes. The almighty macaroni. 700. Old grandpa's made it over. Whoa! I wanna fly. Still no, yeah, so exactly what happened last time. So if I didn't want any drama, I would probably already use the differential, but I wanted a little bit, so I want to see how far I can push it without. So here we go. All right, trailer brake on, release. Playing around with the suspension a bit, trying that. Nothing happens, really. Gonna love it. Got too long. I love it. I just had issues with it, like crashes, because I tried to implement other engines and it wouldn't let me. That's also an RTA mod truck. I loved it, even though it was left-hand drive. I'm gonna make another try further on to implement it, because I know you were using it, so we're gonna have it in the collection. But do you have 150 version on that, or is it an older one? And if it's 4150. right, here it comes. Can't be too far. Nope, it's just ahead. Although it might be, we need to go further up. I'm not sure. Yeah, I think that's the case. So that was my disappointment last time. I thought this was it, but in fact, I think we need to go further up to the other Byrne. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. As fast as possible. All right, then we had the same version, most likely. But yeah, I just have to settle for. I don't know if you're a sound guy, Fredrik, like I am, and also visual, but also with sounds, it's important to me. Once you tried Z-Mod's engines, it's gonna turn everything upside down, basically, and you're gonna hear somewhat, you know, engines you can live with, but then you're gonna hear a lot of engines you just. So I was like that because I drove around without any mods for yeah, a pretty long time actually. So I got used to it, you know, and this is the way it sounds. I didn't even know how they're supposed to sound, and after trying Z-Mods, all the Cat engines, I think I have all of their collection, the whole collection. I ended up buying every freaking engine because I love them so much, and I love to have them in different trucks back and forth. So I bought, but I didn't buy all together at once. I bought, you know, a few at a time. But man, it's so good. They are just the shite. I mean, it's nothing. If you have those, you don't need anything else really. They have like separate recordings of each and every step on the Jake brake, so it doesn't sound the same. It's gonna have a different rhythm. It's gonna have a different type of sound frequency. It's gonna sound like 3 different stages of the Jake brake. Just that. And the quality, it's just amazing. If you know a little bit about sound and have somewhat good settings on your headphones or speakers, whichever. And I'm sure you're gonna find your favorite. My favorite is the Detroit Diesel 60. This is supposed to be a Detroit Diesel, but it's obviously not as good, as also somewhat probably different size of the exhaust. But the one I have, I think it's like 8-inch or 9, something like that, like a little bit more oomph. And the Jake brake on that, man, if I'm using it in the speakers, my windows are shaking like that. It's crazy. It's so nice. Yeah, so my standards are pretty high after trying Z-Mods, and then the rest is just ridiculous. So at least if there are mod makers out there, please just let us use whatever engine we want. And it's going to be better for your product if you're not going to put down, you know, the effort to put decent engine sounds into it. At least you can do is just adapt to the circumstances, but it seems like, I don't know, in my mind it's on purpose, and it's just a bad move for their sake. I'm saying it's for their sake, it's a bad move. But yeah, it's always going to be makers out there for different third-party. There are good guys, there are guys that are jealous of other guys making better mods and whatnot. Which I think the thing is about the, if we take one example, the Tomcat in Microsoft Flight Simulator DC. It's a good model. It's not accurate, but it's fairly good. Flight dynamics is just too easy. Too easy to fly. The Tomcat, it's not that easy. Tomcat is a pretty temperamental plane to fly. It has its quirks, features, whatever. And yeah, so when Hitler released, for me it was somewhat obvious. It kind of screwed him up, and he was not so nice to his customers, not so nice in general. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know the whole story. I'm just see what I see and taking notes basically, but I might be wrong, you know. Even so, I see what I see. So there are probably different mod makers out there doing different things of different reasons, for different reasons. Whoa! Oh yeah, right. That's why. I still had the freaking differential lock engaged. Yeah. Yeah, so that's why, then maybe you understand why I struggled so much the last couple of days just to open up the files somewhat and put decent engines in them. But as soon as it's about RTA, it's not. It's probably possible if you know what they did. What they did to not make it happen. Then it's probably easy, peasy, lemon squeezy. But as I see it, that feature basically follows every ripoff that I came across. It's the same shit. You can't put freaking Z-Mods engines in it. You can't put any other type of engine that's supposed to be in general for, you know, most trucks. Nope, it's not. So let's see what we can do with this. This is, like I said, Kishida Walker. I respect Kishida Walker. This is what he got. Now, look at the choices. And we got a Z-Mods ENDT. Of course, it's too weak, but it's still 350. We got the Lope engine, Cummins, and that was loping. If you can say that the way, I don't know if that's the way you say it, but it was kind of an uneven idling. And we got E9 V8, of course, and that one sounds exactly, so it's the same sound file as the one I'm using for the Superliner, although that one is a standalone, right? But the old Superliner, that one is built in, and it's also the same sound file. So this is what we have. It says Detroit Diesel Series 60, 735 horsepower. Although it seems to me, hang on, I don't know if the numbers on the E9 is right, but let's check that just for a second. Torque 2,450 foot-pound of torque on the Detroit Diesel 735. Let's go to find the strongest E9. Oh, it's actually freaking weaker. 680, of course, but still. Oh, here's the Aussie tuned. Okay, so it is actually my engines. I didn't see this one here. So this is mine, 2,714. I'm pretty sure if you put this one in, it's going to behave basically like the Superliner, I would assume. If it doesn't, then yeah, it's probably the gearbox. Nevertheless, nonetheless, I'm gonna try the gearbox now, just to see how it behaves. So we have this other low range speed box with 417 as a differential ratio. But I need to take a break. I'm sorry. I need a short break. I will be right back. So we're gonna keep looking for the right stuff for this truck. Be right back. All right, I'm back. Let's see what we end up with. Yeah, so the engine's supposed to be pretty strong, so I think I'm gonna leave it there. So the 680 was actually, yeah, that was weaker, sorry. All right, so let's try this just for a second, for a minute, see what it does. Also, we're gonna see if it allows us to remove these signs. Not supposed to say road train. I don't think it's supposed to say road train in the middle of it. Please don't crash. Please, game, don't crash. Thank you. What? It would allow me. That's interesting. Usually I'm used to it saying, no, you have a loadout, you can't change anything. Not even pick down this sign? Nope, you can't. You cannot. Alright, so we need to, oh, what was that? We need to alright, see what it does, how it's, there we go. This one seems stronger, but I don't know, I might be wrong. So we're gonna have to try it on the road. I'm not sure about this, but now I picked intentionally lower RPM, but it seems to me it's actually maintaining the speed better on lower RPMs. So it seems like we have more integrity. So I'm gonna go with this now, and if I'm wrong, I just magically, you know, go back here and go back to where we left off, basically. So that's how I'm gonna do it. Let's see if this is better. 411. We are on the high range, and it keeps accelerating now, so it is quite a step between 382, I think, and 411. So maybe it turns out I just used the wrong wrong ratio. We'll see. But it feels like it has more oomph like that, even though it's still heavy though. I mean, nothing's gonna change that, but we'll see. We need to know. And where would next stop be? And if, yeah, we have one in Cooladi, so we don't have to go back at all. We can just keep changing gearboxes however we want and let the cattle, you know, burn in the sun. It's no problem. Look at that little Fiat. What color of trailers can you choose from? Every color. First off, you got your main, like Kishido Walker's divided color set, so you can choose different colors at different places on the trailer set. Then you can choose just flat base solid colors, and then you have this 3-tone, which is supposed to be metallic, and that's what I used for making this one look dirty, basically, or not dirty but dusty. Man, talk about rock and roll. These cows partying, or not cows, bulls, sorry. Anyway, so you can, and there, yeah, I think you have those, and That's what you have, yeah. And what you can choose a lot is different, like this metal panels on the sides. You can choose whether you want it on the inside or the outside, how much coverage you want on them. So if you want to cover basically the whole side of it, you can do that. Or just a little bit, you know, like I have a little bit, so they can peek out, I can peek in. I like this. Then you can choose 3 different material, basically like metal-ish and aluminum, or just painted black or colored, so 4 different. You can also choose the same color as the rest, basically, so you can do that. And then you can change color on the floorboard on the inside the trailer. You can change gates on front, back, and on the right side. You can get gates, otherwise it would start with no gates. So I have gates both front and back and on the sides. I like gates. They did it so nicely with all the details. I just had to have it. That was after an update, by the way. Alright. So it just comes out of gear. I don't know. Basically you need to sit inside. Yeah, so now I actually can feel the power from the engine way better. I'm gonna try later on with the ADNT engines, Mack engines, just for the sound's sake, and if so, if I like it, I might do an open definition file for it and put more horsepower, basically. Yeah, I think otherwise we're gonna just I think we're done with this one. It's pretty good now. Just that we don't have anywhere to go fast. Now we do, maybe. Hopefully. I hope we can catch some speed before Kuladi. Where's this, by the way? What is this? Jackie's farm. Okay. Ooh! We got rain behind us. We're gonna leave the rain behind, and that's it. Rain clouds. Cool. If I rewind, I wouldn't hear this. It's so calming. I love this song. It's chill 80s. Outback. Look at that farm, Jackie's farm. Cool. Look at that. So nice. Beautiful. Rain and the thunder is amazing. Yeah, it is. Oh, you have a white and orange. Cool. Trailer. Are your truck orange as well, or I thought it was red? At least on the picture it looked like red. This is a good picture. I'm gonna pause right there, and I need those rain clouds in the background. This is gonna be an awesome pick for sure. Perfect lighting. Just gonna find a special spot here. Yeah, I think this is good. While we're at it, we might as well go through these. Whoa, cool. Darn it. How about to start a VTC? What's that? I'm terrible with short, like, short for what? Oh yeah, sure. That would be really cool. I don't know how it works, so you will have to teach me. Yeah, this gearbox is way better. Way better. But I wonder how good it is. It might be too good. But yeah. It's kind of hard when you try to go two ways. Like the opposite ways. You want to do better, but you don't want to do too good, so it would be too easy, no? But I still want to go fast, you know? Yeah, right. So yeah, it actually feels like we're moving now. It's not the insane. Ugh. I don't know, what do you guys think? I mean, I drive it, I feel it, but is it obvious for you as well that it's actually moving better, or am I just imagining it? Oh Jesus! Imagine Jesus Christ! Imagining it. No, oh Jesus! Imagining it. What's going on? All right, my brain starts to melt. Imagining it. There we go. No, but I'm already on the freaking, I don't know which gear, but I'm the second range. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so and I'm saying this, I'm below 1500, and it was worthless under 1500. Yeehaw! Definitely better. Let's see if we can get a good shot here too. This is such a cool place. Oh, for sale! What do you know? Let's buy it. Let's buy it. I want to buy it. Pretty freaking cool. Oh yeah, these leaves. Sure, I want them in the picture. Cool. That's awesome. Can really recommend to move around when you're 9, the sun, 9er sun, because it might be, you know, shadows moving around. Really cool. Have so cool effects when you're trying to take a good picture. Like, this is amazing. Let's keep moving. Go to Australia. Starting in a truck company, right? Yeah, I think we should, but yeah. All right, we're gonna turn right in Cooladi. I don't even know how to pronounce Cooladi, but
right turn ahead. Turn right.
let's see how the fuel is, because this one has way smaller tanks than the Superliner. Yeah, half a tank. I mean, we're okay, but let's freaking refuel here in Cooladi. I love this pump, and it's not marked out, so it's like an Easter egg. We can try a couple of engines too. We got a cool place here. We're gonna decouple anyway. I hope this works. We're not too close to this guy. Gonna be in the middle of it, right here. Yeah, that was good. That was a good call. Alright. Let's decouple and get some fuel. I don't know how easy this would be, but let's say it's easy, right? Then we can listen to the sounds of a couple of engines. I thought it would be cool.
Turn left. Turn right.
Turn right. Watch the car. Right. We're not in the zone, as we don't know where the zone is. But I think I need to find it, but I think I know. Basically have to get a little closer. Something like this. And then you have it. There you have it. Oh, really? A little bit more? How about this? There we go. How much do we get? Alright, here we go. Diesel price is $2 Australian dollars, and we got 430 liter. Yeah, that's half a tank, so we got, I guess we got 900-ish. Maybe. Which is not half of what we have in the Superliner. I changed that one too because it was too much, but then I changed it once more, so it's down to 1600 now, but it has like giant tanks. Just like this one, it has the same configuration with the tanks on both sides, so 1600 I put. I don't know if it's liters, but I think it is liters. This one's supposed to have 890 something, I think. So that's basically, it says so in the file, so it makes sense. It makes sense. Or 833 actually, maybe. Alright, so less than 900, but anyway, it's potato. Now I'm really curious about the ENDT, even if it's not a you know, powerful engine, but just the sound I want to hear. I don't remember, and it might crash. I haven't tried it, so if it crashes I restart it, of course. You know what, we might save it. I don't think it's gonna do that, but I had so many things with RTA going on now, so I'm kind of, you know, freaking out about it crashing, but I think it's gonna work. That would be my guess anyway. This is not RTA mods. Let's try it. We don't know until we try it, right? So Z mods and Z mods engine, there we go. 350 horsepower. That's the best we can do. But we're just gonna bobtail around here and listen to it. So ENDTB 676, 380 horsepower. Confirm. Now let's see how it sounds. Let's go for test drive. Maybe it's a little bit too quiet. I mean, the quality is great, but... Ah! See, can I? This one has just one stage.
Turn right. Make a U-turn.
Listen to it. This is quality, I'm just saying. Sounds like freaking exhaust. You can smell it. This is not a strong engine, but I need to test something here. A little bit. Here we go. Here we go. It's a drifter! Yay! Yeehaw! Woohoo! Even with, what was it, below 400 horse? What was it? 370? Alright, let's go get another one. That was not the right range. Couldn't even get it in gear if it was real, but if I would, this is the sound we would make. That was scary. And too darn loud. For my hearing at least. Imagine how this would sound with some resistance coming from the trailer. Pulling a trailer like something, but not this one though. I'm not even gonna bother.
Turn left.
Yeah, so this is just one engine, and I will most likely make an open definition file out of this with basically the same amount of power that it's in the engine I'm using. I think so. It's ridiculous because these engines are probably not that big overall. Hello, Fallon. Just to know what Mr. Fallon. Noah Fallon. Sorry. Trying out different engines here just to listen to them. So we have the Loeb. I already heard it, but I'm going to show you guys. So we can take Loeb Heavy Haul or Loeb Off-Road Spec. Yeah, this is the strongest one here, so let's try this. This is not Z mods, so it's not going to be as good, but it's still okay. Yeah. Really weird jake brake. It's probably better on high revs and when we have a trailer pushing us. So I'm not going to do too much test drive out of this, but yeah, listen to the idling. The Loeb. Whoop, 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 whoop. This is kind of cool. Hello, hello. What? Take the gear, damn it. Yeah, the Jake brake sounds funky. It's okay. I would rather have this than any of the engines presented in the trucks I tried from RTA mods. Just saying. It's still better. It's still better. It's more fun. Alright, so that was the Loeb N14 Cummins. And what else do we have here? The Mack E9 V8, you already guys know how it sounds. One of the best sounding engines ever, in my opinion. Then we have a two-stroke, I think, the 8V Detroit diesel. I think that one is a two-stroke. Probably. Let's try it. And it's just 475 horse. We got a 6V though. So yeah, 12V. Okay. 16V. Oh my god. Let's try this one. So all of these come with really high power outputs. So I don't see why not. I would put in high power on the ENDT engine, Z mods. Yeah, why not? Cool. All right, we got power. Yikes! A little bit too much power for bobtailing around like this. Man, it sounds pretty good. I'm usually not a fan of this two-stroke, but this one sounds pretty freaking powerful. Cool Jake brake too. I'm gonna take this one for a spin. Whoa! And the differential is not locked, mind you. And still just spinning around. Only in Australia. You couldn't be doing this on the US map, really. I don't know why. It's something with the surface. It's perfect. Maybe you could, but you don't have much space to do it anyway, so. I can't see crap, can you? Oh man. There we go.
Turn left.
And I'm actually thinking of using this instead of the fake Detroit diesel. I didn't. The others. I mean, sorry, Detroit diesel 60, supposedly, because this one was kind of cool. Hey Kyle, welcome to the stream. Just looking for an engine. So this one, oh boy, look at this torque. That's why. Ooh, this is superior. I need to try this one. This is superior. 3,321 Newton meter. Okay, it's not foot pound. All right, got it. This is okay. So it's basically the same. I was wrong. It's basically the same as the. Yeah, that's the E9. So I think we tried all of them. I just want to try this one as the last one, just to see if the different V's making a different sound. It's probably going to be the same. Just want to listen to it, not going to drive it. I'm going to use the 12V. Yeah, it's the same. Man, I never thought. A very good sampling. It's much bass in it. So I've heard V engines. I think, yeah, this two-stroke Detroit. I heard them on YouTube a lot, and it's a lot about what type of equipment you're on when you're recording it. Because I always like, what? How do they love this? How do they like it? It's like I couldn't understand, because it just didn't catch the sound. Now I have it in my ear, and it's woo. Man, it's awesome. So I basically have to hear it live someday, actually. And they were like, really excited about it, and I'm like, what? How? Two-stroke? Why? But yeah, I don't know much about this, obviously, and I never heard it before, so this would be the closest I get, I guess. Let's take it. I'm in the wrong menu, of course. Why wouldn't I be? There we go. All right, so let's try the 12V engine, just because I never used it before. And I'm gonna pull this train with it. 735 horsepower, 548 kilowatts, 3,321 Newton meter, and 2,450 foot-pound torque between 1,000 and 1,500. All right, give them to me. No. Man, I might not even do anything about the NDT though. Yes, I think I'm gonna do it at some point, but it doesn't feel like I have a gear in. But I do. Like a wailing banshee. See, I didn't even bother to check this one out, because I just, oh no, it's a two-stroke, nah. I take it back. I take it all back. You know, as far as I'm concerned, this might even be a ripoff of Z-Mod's V-engine. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to listen to it. That's the only engine I didn't buy, just because I didn't hear it correctly. That's ridiculous. One should never say never, right? I feel so foolish. It sounds great on idle too. Alright, let's try it. Let's try it. Let's pull this 51 tons of bulls to Mayfield Farm, is it? Mayfield, wait, hang on. Mayfield Station Field, alright. Man, it kind of felt like the truck groaned a bit after putting this engine in it. It's crazy. Wow. Oh, are you gonna let me out? That's... Thanks, mate. However, it's a bit noisy. I will use it for a while though. I would not hear the music anymore, that's for sure. If I'm inside. Yeah, so it doesn't have the same punch on lower, obviously, lower RPMs as the 60 model, the D60. It's kind of weaker if you're not running it, revving it, which makes sense, of course. So two-stroke. So we're a little bit stuck here now. Let's keep revving it for a while. Let's try again. Yeah, so a little bit sad about we actually didn't try the DD60 just to compare it. Now that we are on the, you know, main road like this, but it's fine. I think I'm gonna make an ENDT engine, actually. I'm just gonna run this one for a bit. So you basically have to go all the way to preferably between 17 and 1800, it seems, before you change the gears. Then you could keep going, but if you do it before, it's gonna just die on you. So that's the down trade, or how you say it. Backside. V power. Stop swinging. Stop swinging. Whoa. For anyone who doesn't know, I have the softest suspension for the immersive feeling, even though it's not realistic to have this soft of a suspension, I don't think. Maybe on an older one though, but with road train from an exterior mode like this, exterior view, it's gonna be a little bit wiggly or unstable. Whoa. Yeah, the train horns. But yeah, it's just from here we can hear the, from inside it's gonna be the other one sounding over this one. And if we're in the front, same thing there. Sorry, I scared you. Apologize. Yeah. Sorry if I scared you. I apologize. I do love these mirrors. Such a clear picture. You see way better than most of them. Actually. Really nice. Super nice. One of the most important things on a truck is the freaking mirrors. That you see that they are clean and not vibrating and stuff like that. Just a steady, sharp picture, if possible. Oh, look at the train! Hello, buddy. Where are you going? Come back. No! Going through that tree. 3 crown. I love this one. So cool.
Go straight on.
would have lost it. We got a truck coming the other way. No funny business now. That would hurt a lot. Oh. Starting panicking, that's not a good idea. Oh boy, alright. That was our turn. I got all caught up in the beauty of this game, on this map, should I say. We're gonna turn around here, obviously. See if we can perform a turn. Oh boy, doesn't look too big here. Oh, okay. That would have been perfect if I would see that before. All right, let's try to do it differently. Going the other way. This is not enough. Alright, also this is, I'm gonna, there we go. Just grooming the bushes. Oh, that's a rock. There we go. That's not gonna work. Here we go, yep. That was not a good thing, but it's fine now. Alright. Gonna do what I always do. These type of situations. Just, I think it's a no-brainer. This is gonna work just fine. Oh, yeah, well, then I screwed up my angle anyway. I think we got that one. Well. I think I had a better idea. I think I just got a better idea. I need to fix that. I need to fix something. Not now, but for the next stream, I guess. I'm gonna try to make the Z-Mods Detroit Diesel for this because it might be spot on. This is one of the one of mine that I actually just brought along when I was panicking, I guess. One should not panic. And yet I did. I was like, oh, it's my turn. Of course, it's a simulator, that's why I would do it. In real life, that's a life-threatening situation. No shit, it is. How cool is this? Look at the shadows and light. Dancing together on the surface of Earth. I can't be a cameraman and a driver. It doesn't work like that. I think I'm doing a pretty good job, but not right now. I'm the driver. What I aim. Bouncy bouncerson. That's a rock.
You have reached your destination.
I think I'm just gonna drop it right here because, well, I don't know. Does it make sense? Where is it? Is it going into the bushes? Yes, it does. So it doesn't really matter. Alright, that was that. And it was just one load. And it took almost 3.5 hours, including my, let's say 3 hours though. So 20 minutes was like me checking on engines and gearboxes and whatnot, but 3 hours. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. I think we're gonna leave it at that. And thank you so much for watching. I will see what I come up with for this one on the next stream. It might not be this truck on the next stream. I haven't decided yet. But yes, it was a good first impression for sure. And if I can find just the right engine for this, it's not impossible. It's not an RTA mod. I'm gonna keep saying it. They are difficult, and these are not. So Kishido Walker's mods are way more compatible with the rest of the world, I would say. What they have to offer, engines and whatnot. So, well, all right. Bye, Noah, and bye, Arthur, and bye, everyone, and hope to see you on the next one. Have a good day, good evening, or good night. Bye.